Who are you?
I'm Anton. Some people call me Zedd.
Zedd, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Right off the bat, Zedd, I have a gift for you. George Benson, Weekend in
LA.
This is your musical education. Please explain.
There's actually, if you look online, there's, I think, a video of my brother and myself, and I think my dad playing all these kinds of songs. It was like a children's fest. There's like comedians and stuff like that, and we were the musical guests a couple times. And Weekend in LA was kind of like the song where we, the solo in that song is pretty tough. So for my brother and I, that was like show off.
Is that the video that you're wearing sandals and a wild t-shirt, dressed as a little kid? You were a little kid?
Yes, I think it was some orange stuff.
What does it say on that shirt? It looked incredible.
I have no clue. I should look it up. But I remember those were like some of the first shows we've had, and I still love that song, and I know every note of that solo still.
Because I thought it's time for you to get to know some more George Benson. I have another gift for you, the George Benson Beyond the Blue Horizon alternate cover.
Wow. I'll keep all that.
Yeah, these are gifts for you, Zedd.
Thank you very much.
Are you deep
well prepared?
Zedd, how hard is it to sneak into a U.S. Army base?
It's actually not that hard if you have friends from America or people that work there, and just get there and buy root beer and try Taco Bell and that kind of stuff.
Zedd, your mom has a group called Picanto that covers your songs, Pharrell Williams, and also Lord?
Lord? I think that's South Park.
No, your mom actually covers all that.
My mom covers Wait.
One of your songs in a band she's in called Picanto, because your mom's like a music instructor.
Literally, I'm learning a lot about my mom right now. Well, she's a music instructor, but I didn't know she covers my own songs.
Yes, she does, and Pharrell and Lord.
How is it?
Amazing. I guess I was curious, what is your mom's musical background? She was in operas, she was in musicals, she's a vocal coach.
Well, that's my stepmother. That's why I was confused. My mom taught me to play the piano. My stepmom is a vocal coach, and she does choirs, and she's teaching other people play the piano. Same with my dad, so I had a hard time picking another job.
She mentored a band called Season 4.
I'm learning a lot of things right now. Thank you for telling me all of this.
Well, thank you, Zedd, for just being Zedd. You have all this interesting stuff.
I like to learn. I actually didn't know about that.
Zedd, I have another gift for you to welcome you to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Right here, we have an original letter from the
International Queen Fan Club.
Yes.
Christ.
And you can open that.
I would love to open that.
And what do we have inside?
A Queen magazine?
From 1977, an original Queen magazine for the fan club.
How does one get that?
You're Zedd. We have to find this.
This is pretty incredible. I didn't know this exists either.
And this is important because Find You, speaking of finding, Find You was kind of inspired by Queen. You love the Queen, don't you?
Very much inspired by Queen, yeah. There's one of the biggest elements of the song is actually a choir. And if you just listen to the choir without the music, which I'm sure most people haven't done, but if you do, it sounds very much like Queen, and I'm a huge fan, huge inspiration.
And another gift for you, Zedd. I know you love the Queen, some King Crimson from 81.
Yes, that is a great one. I love that.
What can you tell the people about this era of King Crimson? Quite pop sensible, right?
King Crimson, I think you often need a calculator to understand the music in a good way. That was one of the bands I used to listen to a lot.
You can retire now, Zedd.
Can I?
You met the Winnebago Man via his merch.
I did, and he sent me a box. And my brother still wears his T-shirt, and it has stickers, his movie. Yeah, the Winnebago Man is a hero.
Well, I have another gift for you, Zedd.
Okay.
For your new house.
All right.
Because you have a new house to fill.
I do.
So I have to help fill your house. So I have a Genesis bootleg, a piece of the action for you.
You know what? There's one thing actually missing. It's what I can play this with.
A turntable. You don't have a turntable?
Do not.
The house doesn't come with it.
If I'm a DJ, you would think I have one. I actually never had one, but now you started something. You started a trend.
And this is a rare Genesis bootleg. What kind of rare? 72 to 75 on Farting Pharaoh Records.
I love the name of that record company. I'm sure they spend a lot of time thinking about that one.
And Genesis,
Awesome.
Genesis again, important, very, so intelligent, aren't they?
I don't know how intelligent they are, but their music is pretty intelligent, I would think.
And you mentioned it before, another gift for you, something you do have in your house, a Rainbow DVD. You mentioned him earlier.
Yes, Rainbow.
Now, what is about Rainbow? This is Rainbow live in Dusseldorf.
Christmas right now. Thank you very much for this. Well, in Germany?
Yeah, Rainbow live in Dusseldorf.
Oh, yeah. I remember this show, actually. Yeah, what can I say about Rainbow?
No Dio on this. No Dio, but they do some Beethoven.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, this guy right here. This guy. This is the guy.
Gotta love Richie.
It's not about Dio for me personally. This guy.
And just to get you some more excellent music, here's Rainbow.
This is the best one.
Tell us more about this particular release.
This particular album is the one I listen to the most. This is the one that has the Beethoven song, doesn't it? Yeah, there you go.
Difficult to Cure by Rainbow.
Yeah, this is one of the best albums of all time. Can I say that?
How is Sasha Hoffman?
Sasha Hoffman, you know a lot of people. You did your research. I hope he's good. He used to do our live sound with Dynamic. A fantastic guy. If you guys, by any chance, live in Germany and make metal and need someone to record you, contact Sasha Hoffman.
Zedd, I was wondering, is this your first appearance on CD, the All Freaks mixed tape?
What is this? Let's see what's on here.
On the back, you do the song Seducers.
Jesus Christ. Well, this is the real history. This is actually probably one of the first songs that we released with our band. I actually think this is not even real drums, and I'm the drummer. So,
what do you mean?
Well, you know, there's keyboards and programming. This is like before our time. I never had a copy of this. Thank you very much for this.
Zedd, I want to ask you some more about Kaiserslautern metal. Ivory Night. Do you know Ivory Night at all?
I do have memories about them, but I'm sure you know much more about them than I do. We have played shows at the Jutz in Kaiserslautern with them. What else can you tell me about Ivory Night?
Well, they're a metal band from Kaiserslautern, and I'm going way back. Do you know Vanderplas at all? Old school Kaiserslautern.
I do, and I don't know who I met, but I met one of them. So I think this is probably one of the biggest bands of Kaiserslautern. They're playing in theaters, right, or something like that? They did a theater play or something. I personally have never had the pleasure to see it live, but now I have a way to listen to it.
There's also punk in Kaiserslautern.
There's punk.
Do you know the legendary punk band, the Spermbirds at all? I've heard of the Spermbirds.
I have heard, but you're asking me really complicated questions. Let me look at this.
What's interesting about the Spermbirds is some of them were from the U.S. Army base. What can you say about the U.S. Army base and the influence on Kaiserslautern?
Well, they are the providers for Taco Bell and root beer. I can say that much. Well, the Army base is is like 10 driving minutes away from Kaiserslautern, where I live in Ramstein. They have an own airport that I'm not allowed to use, which is why I have to drive to Frankfurt, which is a bummer. Yeah, Spermbirds. Man, this is old stuff. But I'm learning more than I learned the last 5 years of school right now.
Well, I have one last gift for you to further welcome you to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, Zedd.
All right, let's do it.
It's a Vancouver gift right here. And what it is it's Discotext magazine, Vancouver club culture, and the history of EDM, 1988 to 1990.
Wow, all right.
It's a club that was in Vancouver between 88 and 1990, Graceland, or at least this when the magazine came out. And this is the history of Vancouver club culture. But if you turn to number 1 right there, I thought you'd be interested in this.
Westbam.
What can you tell the people about?
I came from a place in Germany. Well, this is
Who is Westbam?
I know the name.
A legendary German DJ.
A legendary German DJ. See, I'm not even very much familiar with DJ history, to be completely honest.
And that's why we got Discotext magazine, because you open up here some more. On number 2, what do we have but a history of the Berlin Independent Days, going back to 1990.
Does it have the Hoffen there?
No, but it does actually have Moby in a little picture right there.
All right. Well, I know Moby. That's nice. DJ Moby. That's how you know it was old.
And if we go right to the beginning, it also has a bunch of playlists here, too, for you to go through. We're looking through Discotext magazine with DJ Zedd. We have the 1988 top stuff for you.
Nice. Paid in Full, Supersonic. It's percussion. Can You Party?
And again, this is the Discotext magazine, Vancouver club culture and history of EDM, 88 to 90, for you.
thank you very much. It might not be too late to play one of these jams tonight.
All right.
If they're good.
Anything else you want to add to the people out there at all, Zedd?
Well, I want to thank you guys for watching this. And hold on, I don't want to lose your gift. If you guys like what I said, you should check my music out. And I want to thank you very much because this was the most interesting interview I've ever had. That's awesome. Thank you for all this, too.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
You just gave me a full set list for tonight as well.
Baboom.
The Independence playlist.
Well, thanks so much, Zedd. Keep on rocking in the free world and do-do-do-do-do.
Do.